50% of a DJ's job has nothing to do with actual DJing. My name is DJ Enrique and I'm a destination wedding DJ in Puerto Vallarta. Let's see what it is. 50% of a DJ's job is actually how you are perceived by the people that will be dancing to your music. And that is accomplished by many ways. One is remembering that you're an artist on a stage, or what makes an event sound fluid and organized. If you don't make it sound fluid, if there's inconsistencies with what you are doing during the night, then it might affect how people actually dance to your music. Now let's talk more about how you are perceived is also many things that are related to how you look. That is your clothes, that is if you look professional, if you are professional, and if you have confidence. For example, your conversations or the experience that you have in what you are talking about or how you are operating things actually has tons to do with how people will be dancing on the dance floor later on. And that is nothing to do with the techniques or the music that you are selecting. That is if people have confidence in you looking confident. And if you do the correct moves on the microphone, that will actually drive the people more to the dance floor and keep them on the dance floor whenever there are mistakes, or if you are scanning the people and trying and testing out things, that will keep the people more when you have the wrong selection of music. Now, an event needs also a lot of preparations. What kind of preparations are we talking about? That is your music, your happenings, your schedules, and being the right DJ for the job. All these things you can do by yourself, but you gotta make sure you know from the bottom of your intuitions what's gonna happen during the event. If there are surprises, you are flexible to them. If there are no surprises, you know how to drive the people just the right way. If there's not enough energy, if there's too much energy, how to handle your crowd and your events actually just has everything to do with how you're gonna drive your dance floor later on. Now let's talk about preparing well for this event. If it is a wedding, if it is corporate, whatever it is, preparing for your event will have everything to do with how people are gonna dance to your music and to your vibes during the night. If you're well prepared and you have the correct music and you know you are the correct DJ, that will also reflect the previous point of being confident on the microphone and on the music. That will also affect if people know that you are the right person for the job. They cannot be not dancing. They will feel guilty if they're not dancing, and that will also affect tons of things during the conversations of the night if they look forward to it, or if they're a little bit stressed that you're going to be the right person to make them dance all night, right? So during your event, when you're preparing, make sure you know what's gonna happen, everything, even if it's not related to you. Make sure you know everything that's gonna happen, the photographs, the experiences, the happenings, the schedule, that you're right on time, you're not late, and the people are on time with what's gonna happen, and you know what's gonna happen next. Now, the last tip is the most important one, and that is your first contact. Whether it's people on the dance floor, whether it's your clients when you meet them, when you shake their hands, whether it's the first conversations, whether it's actually the wedding planner, whether it's a Navy company or a corporate event logistics manager or coordinator, it is hugely important because it's what's going to drive everything from there on. So your first contact might be on social medias. It might be who is referring to the people that are actually going to contract you. It might be a friend of the family. Everything has to do with the first contact, because that actually guides that person to see if they are confident that you're going to do a good job even before they have that first contact with you in person or during a meeting or a Zoom call. So make sure that your social medias are on point, that you look professional, that you have everything you need for them before you even have your first call or conversation with them, and make sure they are confident in you being the right person before anything happens.